Sprint number 5. I'm super excited. I guess I will just say Eduardo will not be joining us. He's had a death in his family just today, so I will be helping with the Hatch outreach today. And let's get started. So just a few reminders. By the way, here's our roadmap to Hatch. We are here. It's so hard to see, but if you click on it, you will jump into the Miro board where you can zoom in better than you can here. I mean, 2 weeks to Hatch. We have to double check with Common Swarm, but we're super, super close. So some tips: remember not to overload. Plan on 3 to 4 hours of work per week maximum on the board. Tons of other stuff that come up: meetings, administration, other kinds of operations, things that emerge over the course of these 2 weeks that you want to be able to handle as well. And put in our sprint backlog the things you are 200% committed to closing. If we're not sure if you might get to it if everything else is done, if it's low priority, let's not even put it on the sprint board. Just to review the retrospective actions from last night, we have assignees taking care of updating and closing issues. So it would be amazing if we do that. Update your issues, close your issues, pay attention to them over the course of the next 2 weeks, and make an open list of TE engineers and TE projects to pass around. And I believe, Marco, you've already made a issue for that. Another reminder: 1 issue, 1 assignee. There are some very rare exceptions, but overall, 1 person is accountable for each issue and may use advice process to consult as many other people as necessary. But at the end of the day, it's that person's responsibility to make sure that an issue is updated and closed. Okay, so first we'll go through issues in blocked or review. This is just so pretty. It's just, we can go anywhere with this now. It's an open road. There is one thing to review, and I did not want to move it out. So this is the Hatch TLDR. Is this something that we need to do anything else with? It looks like, Jake, you're involved. Eduardo?
No, this was no. It's ready to go. This is a thing I brought up in the, well, I think it was with Eduardo on that other call we had for the outreach. That I asked, where's this going to be, the form or a medium? And they concluded that it would be, but nothing's where it would be. So the only reason it's not closed is because I didn't get a definitive answer on where it's going. But for the most part, I think it's done.
So definitely this is done.
Yes.
It's just a matter of like the next issue is, where do we publish it?
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Can somebody else help me opening issues? Jake, do you have your Zen Hub in front of you? Can you just open an issue for maybe in comms for publishing the TLDR or distribution of the TLDR and the FAQ? Would you mind? Or Griff, would you mind?
No, I don't mind. I have it up. Now, the only thing is I'm in Samurai Shark right now. Is that fine, or do I need to be back in just regular coordination?
Coordination, please.
Okay.
Wherever you put it, it'll show up in new issues. It'll always show up on the leftmost pipeline of any workspace you're looking at.
Yeah, it will show up. Eventually, I wanted just to delete that workspace. But I'm not sure if it would delete something else, so I just left it there, and we moved to the TEC coordination workspace.
Cool. All right, Marco, I know you have limited time today. Shall we kick off with comms?
Yeah, please do.
Awesome.
In the meantime, I also noticed that someone added a couple of more issues and messed up a little bit the order of my column, which I really, really prepared nicely so we can go through it. But okay.
Oh, it could have been me too. It could have been any of
No
us.
worries, no worries. I know what has to be done and what's in there. So we're cool. There's the one with a high priority Discord onboarding, and I think it's. I don't know. Go up, please. The one with the red tag. And we should definitely look into this one. I'm just not sure who would be the best person. I may reach out to Metaverde, and also sync with Vivi about that. So for now, I mean, add it to the sprint and don't assign Metaverde for now. Yeah, you can assign myself, and I will. Yeah, assign me, and then I will handle that part. Yeah,
Awesome.
because I need to speak with them and. So, okay. After that, the TEC swag shop, I think that was you suggestion. Again, I think we could here use the same thing in the workflow we used for the common stack. And so you can assign myself to that because I'm probably going to be doing some mock-ups for the shirts. And then we could coordinate in the same channel where we did for the CS shop.
Yeah, we could definitely use that channel. I agree. But this would be setting up the storefront itself.
Okay.
Yeah, and the designs is a separate issue. I think Jake also will be doing some designs for TEC too.
Yeah, sure.
So I can probably take this since I did the CS Love, and then we can open a new issue for designs if we don't already have that one.
All right, great. Yeah.
I think the question was whether we do this in the sprint or not. But if we want the swag shop open for the hatch, we probably have to start it. Griff pointed out.
Yeah, let's add it because yeah, I think we can. I think we can do it.
Okay. Edit hatcher pieces.
That's Jess. I don't know. Put it. She tagged that for next sprint, so I guess yes, it's going in the next sprint. She's on that, and we can assign her.
She tagged herself. I untagged her because there's a lot of work that she's already doing, and I wonder if this would like disrupt a lot of the work that she's already taken on. Is there anyone else that can edit it? I know that Griff has some editing to do as well, just to not really editing to do, but more like shaping the FAQ or making the answers more accurate, for lack of a better word.
I'm sorry. I think maybe with the right directive, Mitch or would be perfect.
Yeah, I wanted to suggest the same. Either Mitch or Nate, even though Nate will be working on other stuff.
Otherwise, I mean, it'd probably be good for Mitch too.
Can we, Tam, can you just maybe in the comments just tag Mitch? If it's that's him, and maybe Nate as well. Or
Nate wrote the article, the FAQ.
Oh, so, okay. That
we should have a second pair. And Mitch wrote the TLDR.
Well, maybe they could work together and just switch back and forth. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe we check with. Okay. Sorry. Maybe we check with them and see if they want. Nate is here actually. Nate, how would you feel about editing a TLDR document article?
Yeah, that's fine to me. Can do.
Okay.
And let's just keep this one in the product backlog until we hear from Mitch.
Yeah, okay. We do have to get this done this sprint though. So we have to find somebody.
Okay.
A lot of these editing things, like, what do you mean by editing? Editing for correctness or editing like just like spelling mistakes and formatting?
Both.
Yeah, because like I think both Mitch and Nate, like Nate less so, but they're they're not going to be able to know the crazy random details, right? So I don't think that they're really I think it needs to be like Mitch, Nate, and contributors who are not like on the day-to-day. They write the articles, but then they need to be reviewed by someone who's been around for like 4 months and is up to date on all the details.
Yeah, I think having the advice process integrated, that would be nice.
Well, then we just need to specify some advisors.
Yeah, I mean, I'm reviewing the FAQ. That's going to happen. And I should probably review the TLDR too, unless someone wants to take it from me. But I would want it to be like a Livia or a Jess or a Sam. I don't know, Santi maybe, like those kinds of people. Zep, you've been around for a long time and you know these truths. Jake, but like Tam, but not like someone who's only.
So maybe what we need is reviewers, like just some people that can put their eyes on it to correct it. Because I really think it's more of their, I think the TLDR seems pretty good as is, but I had a very quick review, but the Hatcher FAQ still needs some tweaking on it in terms of.
I think the TLDR is ready to go. It just, no one would specify to me whether it was going in the form or in a medium.
I think just putting things in the form first and then letting them bubble to the medium is fine.
Cool.
Thank you.
Griff, can I sign the review to you?
Yes, please.
And then you can call in anyone you need to help.
All I need is a scheduled hour to do it and someone to crack the whip and drive. Yo, Griff, stop looking at Twitter.
So we'll open an issue to schedule an hour on your calendar. It should say review now as soon as this refreshes. All
Jake,
right,
do you want to do this with me, Jake? Okay, I'll just schedule.
I'll do it with you too. If it's an hour, I can join. I'll do it with you guys too.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. All right, let's go on. Marco, what else?
Yeah, the Great Migration. I think it's just something Ivy needs to update something on YouTube. So put it in a sprint. It will be probably done today, tomorrow, or anytime soon. So yeah, Eduardo's pieces, move them to this sprint. They were in the previous sprint, but I haven't heard from him whether it's done or not. I think he needs a little bit more time. The second one again, welcome to the tech forum, yeah, as well. Put it in the sprint, please. I also put these two epics here, CEO and SEO and onboarding video. So we could either, yeah, so we could either, I want to have both epics done this sprint. Both the onboarding video, because it's, I don't know, like 40% or halfway through. And SEO definitely is going to be done. So I synced with Rosa and she's going to finish that. So you can either move it's Mano. I think Mano is assigned to this one, but I did not. Yeah, exactly. He's assigned to this one, but no, not that Mano. The other Mano. I think he's on the call today. Is it?
Mano, you're not in our GitHub, are you?
Yeah, I sent him an invite, but the GitHub is just not finding his username here. So I don't know, for whatever reason. But Manu,
I'll get in. Yeah. I just became assigned to that one. Yeah, I claimed it actually.
Yeah, you claimed it. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. So
yeah, you just have to accept the invite before the invite works.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it.
All right. Oh, then the whole epic should normally go with it.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you can put it all there, and all right. Comes.
And
next sprint. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, and then the SEO, all stuff from the SEO. So either you will move you can move the whole epic and everything that SEO keywords, SEO that, SEO Google, metadata, everything will be done in this sprint.
Cool.
And also there's the create storyboard for onboarding video, Hatch app. I'm not sure if that is related to the onboarding video. Can you open it quickly? No, it isn't.
I really think this was just creating trying to create an idea for what an onboarding video would look like. This is just creating a draft of something to follow so they know how to actually make a video. because I believe she is looking, and Eduardo are looking for other people to put this together, so they have something professional. Because one thing I shared with them was the group Disco, who were all marketers, have some really sharp shit. It's really nice, and they were trying to like put something together in those lines, but I mean that was just talk. But I think that's what this is about.
So this is not related to the actual the previous video, the community Y video. It's not that.
It's something separate entirely for onboarding people. Like,
Okay.
welcome to the TEC. But that's what that issue is creating a storyline to make that up.
Okay. Then please keep it in the product backlog because it's not related to this one, and the previous video already has a lot of work to do. So yeah, and then the make an open list of the engineers. You can put it in sprint. Again, Manu is taking on this one, and we'll be working on it. So 2 weeks for that.
So Manu, do you need? Okay, so Marco and Jake. Okay.
Yeah, I updated the description. Everything is written there. If any more questions, Manu, just reach out.
Yeah, to anyone of us.
Mm-hmm.
Just how
first.
How are we approaching this? So go by group.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought I'd start with Lisa, who wrote who is the founder of Economics Design. He wrote a book called Economics and Math of Token Engineering and DeFi. I go with her and start, expanding on from the network, and also from the ones that are there, from the CATCAT group, Academy group, the people on Telegram, LinkedIn, messaging, all of that.
Great. Mm-hmm. Awesome.
Cool. Yeah, it sounds good. Okay, great.
Yeah, that's for that. Then proofreading and checking all links, that's for the website. Also put it in the sprint backlog because that's part of the website release. The one that I'm here. You see that on the top?
I don't. I see this. Oh, we put it in the sprint backlog.
Yeah. No. Sprint. Yeah, sprint backlog. Exactly. It's related to this website. It will be done this sprint as well.
Okay. Are we launching the website this sprint?
Yeah, definitely. SEO done, website done, proofreading and checking emails done. So everything will be done. All right, then this is the one that you created for yourself, article idea about the working groups. So feel free to say yes or no, but depending on your workload.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm
cool.
sorry. I think I probably tagged it next sprint, and I want to stay really super focused on Hatchers this 2 sprints. That's my goal.
Great, no worries. And then the article governance in the TEC. This is the one that was previously in the previous sprint, and Jess said like we should move it to the product backlog, and then I guess it should go into this sprint. So put it in this sprint backlog for now. No,
I don't think we should. No, unless Jess commits to it.
Well, she said so last time, so that's what I have the information from the last time. So I'm not sure.
Well, she can always do it. It's not like you can't do it. It's just
yeah.
Griff says, I want to continue working on one, so I deep dived into Celeste now that it's further along. So maybe we'll leave it in the product backlog until she has a chance to do the deep dive, and then we can pull it in anytime. But I wouldn't commit her to it for this sprint. But if it's something she works on, that's great too.
Okay.
Isn't there already a lot of documentation for OneHive? Yeah, I mean there are tons. Do we really need that, or can we just reference like something quick and be like, here's this, this, and this. You go here, read this, this, this. That's Celeste.
I'm not sure. I would say if you have some suggestions, maybe you can drop them in the thread. That could be useful for the article.
Okay. And I might message Jess too.
Yeah.
I also pinged her right now just to ask her. And if many other people pinged her again, that doesn't matter. But we'll see. Yeah. Okay. No worries. I think that's about it. The last one is the content for the front end hatch up. I'm not sure about this one really.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it looks like
No, yeah, that we don't. No, that's
So
backlog.
yeah, almost like Icebox. I don't know. So just keep it there, and
But
I
what
think
is
we're
it?
done.
But what is it?
If you scroll up a little bit, there's content. So no, there's a screenshot, and there should be some sort of like content here written. Like when you open the Hatch app, then you see this information there.
Right.
Should be something, whatever, and then maybe expand that information with something else. And I don't know. It's just
Okay.
it's dragging like for 2 sprints already, even more. I don't know. So
I think we'll just have to change the content before the hatch if we write it now anyway. So might as well just wait to write it until we're going.
yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay, excellent. Hey, is there anything else? Maybe something that slipped in, not in. Oh, we need more memes. Somehow that didn't make it into next sprint. Do we want this in this sprint?
I don't know. I mean, we have these like meme parties. It's repeating.
Honestly, I mean, I think it's because you can never have enough memes. But it doesn't need to be. We don't need to be worrying about how many memes we produce each sprint. I don't personally think we need to be worrying about that. So it should just be reoccurring along with me issuing tokens. You know, it's just like a meme and a token, a meme and a token. Let's all party on Friday.
So we have 2 options. We set up a recurring calendar entry and we delete this, or we say closed, or we just leave it in the product backlog and do nothing. Do we have a meme? But we have a meme party every 2 weeks, right?
Yeah. It's been every Friday. Every week there's a meme party. So I don't know. Go ahead. It's not really this major thing. So whatever's easiest.
Yeah, easiest is to close this issue because we already have a meme party which is repeating, and it will be in the repeating column anyway. And we already know that we need more memes, right? It was 2 weeks ago or whenever, and so yeah, we're gonna be producing them anyway.
Okay. All right. Cool. I just
So
want to
that's
see if
it.
there's anything. This one, new Discord implementing spam blocking measures. So
we talked about it last time. It's in the product backlog until we figure out that we actually need something. So then will Chris jump in, and he said he's going to work on that.
Okay. Awesome. Cool. Now you get to have dinner with your family.
No, I mean, I had to drop. I have to go. Girls are waiting. I need to take them to training. School is started. We're not in lockdown anymore. So, life is coming back. So I had to leave. And that's why I requested to be the first to go for the planning. And thank you very much for allowing me to do that.
Cool. All right.
Have a great planning, guys. See you. Bye-bye.
See you, Marco.
Santi?
Bye-bye.
Legal usually goes pretty quick. Would you like to go next?
Sure. Let me just look at your screen so we are on the same page here. Yeah, well, we have basically 2 main issues here running, and we've been already working on them, and we're gonna be working on them for probably 1 or 2 more weeks, which is the terms for the onboarding proposals. That's gonna start. Just put it on the Spring backlog, and then the one that we've been working, which is the HatchDAO proposal terms, which is that one, right? And then we have the legal terms for GitHub. I started working on that. That was a stop because I think Libby had to take a look at it and put it on the Git book. I have to check with her. We created this document that I linked here. It's not. Oh no, you created that one, but I think someone else or I created another one where I added the link. It's not here. Let's see if it's in that 393. Check on the 393.
Oh, this one is for me to submit
Oh.
a source cred.
Then I'll just add that document there that we generated, GitHub terms,
Okay.
and that's just to review and add on the Gitbook.
Okay, to review and okay, got it. Okay, cool.
Okay, so
Excellent.
I already have that, and the manifesto will be reviewed when I go through the audit with the guys from Transparency, and that should be it. We can open up a new one, which is maybe integrating all the legal documents on the Gitbook. And you can mention Libby there. And I don't think Sean has his handle here. I will ask him so we can have him here for the future.
All right.
Can I be added on this issue, Tam? We're working with Nate on the TEC agreements on the Gitbook, and yeah, when the documents are ready, we are going to put there. So yeah, that'd be nice to be updated.
The legal.
Yeah, we are
Sorry,
going to add
the legal docs.
Yeah, we are going to add the PDF there. Thank you.
Cool. Okay, cool.
And then there's another one that doesn't belong to legal, but which is source cred. I don't know if we want to add that for governance, soft governance, but there's going to be a new one, which is going to be, there's what are those? The proposal for, is it the proposal there?
Yeah, so this one's mine. It's just to submit a proposal. Then there's the
Okay.
Prey system source cred, which seems pretty.
There's the document that we've been working on and all that. No, yeah, but there's a new one that's going to show up, which is working on the data, on source cred's data.
Okay. Can you describe it a little more? So it's sort of like.
We just create one, which is, let's call it creating the data, the source cred's data.
Is it
tools.
data analysis?
Yeah, the data analysis for source cred. Data analysis for source cred.
Okay. All right. So.
And you can put me there, and you can add Mateo. And I don't know, Griff, you know if Santiago's got a handle? But don't ask him because I gotta talk to him first. Just don't add him yet. I will talk to him first because I haven't even talked to him yet. Once I talk to him, I will add him. And maybe you want to add Libby.
I think you can add him. I'm pretty sure he's down.
Okay, then just add him.
Okay, cool. Let's see. I think I might have gotten that.
I'm excited to have the Santis be working on this.
The Santis team.
Okay. Does this fall under SoftGov more than legal?
Well, it's been under SoftGov. Yeah, that's where all source cred has been under.
Okay, cool. I definitely feel like that too. And I will.
It will have to eventually be.
What was that? Griff? What was that?
Well, I know. Eventually, it'll have to become its own word.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to now, but eventually, source cred is a beast. Or maybe it'll be integrated with Praise or something.
Yeah, we may have to create a new group integrating both, or yeah, that's probably the natural evolution of source code. Okay, I think that's about it.
Go ahead, Livia.
That's the idea of the proposal we just posted. So what a great moment for this call for all of you guys to go in the forum, take a look at it, and vote.
Cool. Everyone should do that now, and I will do it right after the call. I'm gonna put I'll put in the proposal.
Actually, I already voted this morning. I think I was the first one.
Yes.
Yes, Santi.
I'm going to put in this because I considered this done, but then I realized that the parameters that are here are not the ones that we discussed in the hack session. So I thought maybe like this is, or maybe they were. I thought all of these were off. So I'm gonna go and do another proposal actually to submit.
Yeah, just
Would that be too
this is the
complicated, or is
consequence
that
of my talk. No, yeah,
Okay.
this requires a qualification. I had a talk with the people from OneHive, and they suggested that we only touch the node weights, because touching the edge, it's a nightmare, because every single thing you touch affects absolutely all the rest. And they suggested only if we want to bring to zero the icons, the emoticons, if we don't want to deal with those, which is fine. We actually don't want to, and just leave the rest as they are and play with the node weights.
Okay. So these.
Because he couldn't even give me a description of all those edge weights. He says it's an awful, it's an awful description of the tool, and they have to work on that. So he suggested just play with the node weights, and if you want to touch the edges, just bring to zero those emoticons that you don't want to deal with, and forget about touching the rest.
Okay. So then two things. First, then I won't submit a proposal. I'm going to say done, because I already did. So I'll close that.
And after that talk, after I talk with the people from OneHive, I talked to Matteo, and we together decided to bring back the initial parameters, because when I told OneHive that we had been playing with those parameters, his reaction was, "Oh shit!" So we decided to bring back the initial parameters, put to zero the edge weights on the emoticons, and start experimenting, start measuring. And after that, we may tweak the nodes together,
Can we set up a review session in 2 weeks, or 1 week or 2 weeks?
Sure, yeah. Go ahead.
What I'd like to show everyone right now on this call is that I jumped up because GitHub issues. So let that be inspiration to comment and close GitHub issues.
Yeah, but closing an issue doesn't give you, according to this, closing an issue doesn't give you credit.
Okay. Can we set up a review session of SourceCred just to see how it's run? I mean, after 2 weeks or 4 weeks, I don't know what you recommend, but can we just set up a second session to review how it's running?
Yeah, I would love to do it once we have some data, because otherwise there's not too much except for that graph that you showed that we're gonna see. But it's a total. It's a total that you don't know where it's coming from. So I'm gonna have a meeting. I'm gonna try to have a hack session or a meeting with Matteo and Santiago next week, and define how we move forward from there, from the code that I wrote that I can pass to Santiago, who has much more experience than I do, and from there, yeah, maybe 2 weeks would be fine. If we see that we are not meeting it for the 2 weeks, we can move it a little bit ahead, another one. But I would say 2 weeks should be fine.
Okay. And the date is to be determined. I don't know, maybe this doesn't make it into this sprint, but the next one, but I'll just leave it in here for the next sprint, for us to pull into the next sprint.
Good.
Okay, cool.
I want to be next to Tom on that issue.
Cool. Transparency. Whatever you got cooking.
Yeah, we just prepared 1 hour ago with Ivy. Actually, these 4 things that are in the product backlog, that's the 4 issues we are going to do this sprint. The Star Mutual accountability methods were for the last sprint, but we didn't finish, so we are going to finish this sprint. Those are the main issues we are going to work this sprint.
And this one's assigned to Livia.
Yeah, well, we were also working here.
Oh, it's collaboration. I see.
It's what.
Okay, so is it? This is a document, right?
Yeah.
Is the document in this link?
I can add it right now. Just give me a second.
Okay, cool. That'd be great.
Well, I'll just do it after we finish transparent. I think, we finished, right?
Unless there's anything else you want to add.
No, we did this planning. I mean, there are other issues, but we don't think we're gonna finish them this sprint, so we don't add them.
Perfect. Yeah, that's exactly right. Okay, excellent. Okay, should we do common swarm?
An issue that can be done like together with transparency, and is to write and post the transparency Medium blog post. So I am just posting it, the issue right now, and I am assigning it to
It's there. Ivy, we work together, but Ivy is assigning it on that issue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's already
She's always
created.
one step ahead.
Okay.
Okay. Should we do common swarm? Griff, is there anything to... it's still garden swarm. Okay.
That's right. Oh, what? It's still carved? I thought we changed it. Oh, we changed it. Okay, never mind. So garden swarm is dead, so we can just close all these issues. Oh, no, I guess we should just, anyway. Doing an AMA next week, which is going to be awesome. And then, so that's happening. And if we don't deploy the commons, if we don't do this one, I'm going to quit. So it's happening. Like, I don't care. We're freezing the hatch contracts, and this is a requirement to freeze the hatch contracts.
The upgrade vote.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Don't quit.
Yeah, that's right. And by the way, just the other thing is that you're like, oh yeah, we're obviously not.
Wait, say it again. We're what? Yeah, in 2 weeks. Yeah, go on.
We're not hatching in 2 weeks. There's no way. It'll take 2 weeks. When we need to freeze the tech roadmap is we need to freeze the hatch contracts, and then we can get the audit, which will take 2 weeks, and then we can launch.
Okay.
Well, so we hatch audit will likely say, hey, you have to change some things. Then we change those things, and then we can launch.
Okay. Is there a second freeze, a second review, a second audit after the code changes?
Well, the same auditor reviews our code changes.
Okay. Why don't we wait for the code freeze, and then we can update the roadmap?
Okay. Well, okay.
It's tonight. Is that correct?
No.
Okay. Do you have any idea of when it may be?
I really, really hope. I mean, we just had so much trouble deploying it, and now Sim is rewriting 3 of these apps to be 1 app. It shouldn't be a lot of work to do that, but it's just like 1 comma in the wrong place can take a week. So I don't want to make promises.
Okay. Okay, and Paramms, should we move to Paramms?
Sure. Well, hey, we all need to be optimistic too. We don't, we need to be positive about these audits. Come on. Okay. All right, let's go. Look at all that product backlog. Yeah. Look at those things to do that I can't do because most of my stuff now is after. I have to wait for Griff. I have to wait for all of this for a majority of my stuff. So the most things I can concentrate on right now is helping with comms and more importantly, onboarding. Because almost pretty much all of my stuff now is on hold until afterwards with the upgrade.
The one big thing is the dashboard.
My dashboard. So we could go into that space because I have a call with Vitor right after this. So that's a good idea. We can go into my different workspace for ending the crypto technocracy. And if you pull that up, I have things. So in my backlog there, we gotta do our own little audit for the impact hour tokens, but we have to wait for we have to wait on that too. But yeah, this I'm working on currently. A lot of these issues. So the sprint backlog, rename all parameters. We've pretty much already done that. It's just a matter of actually implementing them into everything from the forum and everywhere else across the board. But we came up with the names.
Can I just interrupt? I know you're tracking that work on a different repo, and the technocracy is in a different repo. Okay, cool. For this, maybe okay, let's leave it there. But for the TEPRM's working group and what's on this sprint board, is none of these go in? Is that correct? So
I think the disputable voting stuff could go in the forum. Like we did the general article, and then we have the small little posts.
Well, that's not what you told me. That's not what you told me Sunday.
Well, no, if that's for the augmented bonding curve and the conviction vote.
So now I can write about disputable voting. Yeah, now we can write about Celeste. I mean, because we could pump out all kinds of articles about Celeste.
So not Celeste, but the disputable voting has all the little parameters that Mitch has. That's good to go. And then I think we'll get the dashboard out this round, so we can probably start. I think we'll have a lot of fun getting people to start proposing parameters
and then teaching them how to vote on it. So yeah, I have those things. So that's probably like 8 issues total about right there. So yeah, that's not fine, and I can move those around for you out of the one repo and that one repo and put those over for you.
Yeah, I mean, I know what they are. I think all these top ones basically can go to the sprint. These are all the individual.
Anything disputable.
Disputable.
Those are also disputable.
Oh, these are.
Encourage people to vote. For this stuff, we could do that too.
Yeah, the how to propose.
Yeah.
Let's get.
I mean, we're going to work on a video there too, but that's all a part of this. So that'd be great for me over the next 2 weeks while they finish the dash, and then we do all of this.
Okay, so not for the Commons upgrade, but for the TEC hatch DAO, right? Encourage people to vote,
right?
To set their
Plus VTOR just today they have everything split from the test hatch.
Not the challenge amounts. Those ones that you just added. The challenge, that one 478 and 478.
Yeah, that's not there. Yeah.
And 475 is a no-go.
Okay.
And 477's no.
Yeah, the challenge amount. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the rest of these are like some of the posts in Dandelion voting will count for disputable voting, but they need to be reviewed and
just changed. Yeah.
And then the rest, there's just a few new ones.
Okay, cool. And this CAD models for scenarios and metrics for the hatch, it's assigned to YG.
Upgrade.
That one's for the upgrade. That's later. Okay.
Yeah, that's all the upgrade.
Okay, all for later.
The mapping specs for the ABC, that's he has to. Well, he's got to have those kind. It'd be nice if he hand, but I mean, I'm talking to him about those things.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Jake.
Yeah.
Okay. Livia, would you like to do SoftGov next? Oops.
Yes. Sorry, I was taking some water. Yeah, so this infinite Git book, it's gonna end today, hopefully. So I'm still hoping to be like in this sprint, but then there is a few tweaks to do with legal, with Sean, and then Nate and Zaptimus are working on the front page. So at least the agreements, I think, will be done, and then there is this little things to add. I think, Zaptimus, do you think we can post this proposal today? The mutual accountability methods?
I mean, we should work on the spelling and that stuff, but yeah, definitely if we think 1 hour and a half, let's say, yeah, we can have it. if we, yeah.
All right, it's late. It's getting late for you.
No, don't worry
Yeah,
for
I
the
think
time.
we could.
I just have a interview with Turgadas at 9, but for the rest I'm free. I normally go sleep 2 a.m.
Okay, nice. I don't want you working until 2 a.m. on Friday, but but let's get to it. Maybe we can do some progress today. And then
Was it this
honestly,
one?
there's the five principle five, the one
Okay.
on the right. Yeah. And oh, I did add other things. Why they're not there?
Were they not tagged with next sprint?
I thought I did.
Maybe
It
they're
was
not
must.
tagged with soft gov and culture.
Oh yeah, they're not.
Are you tagging them now, or do you want me to search?
Outreach.
Ah, okay.
No, it's not. Can you take it off the soft gov, please?
Are you looking for things under Hatcher Outreach?
Oh, you're doing like just soft gov now, not
So working group by
Livia's thing. Okay, sorry. So yeah, so that's mostly it on soft gov.
Perfect. Okay, cool.
One thing, I was talking with Marco, and he thinks Mitch could bring a lot of help on the Gitbook, and we should create some issues for the Gitbook so we can assign people. Yeah, just if we want to do it now, or maybe we do it later.
Which kind of issues for Gitbook?
I don't know. Marco was telling me like Mitch is interested on helping on Write. Yeah, I can't read what he say, but
Okay.
the idea
Maybe we'll just ask.
Yeah, the idea was to check for the needs we have on the Gitbook, and so if we have needs, then we can assign contributors.
I got it. Marco's a master at organizing in ZenHub, so I'll totally leave it up to him to add things to ZenHub. Unless I don't know, does it make sense just to add now, like review Gitbook for needs? And then who do we assign that to?
Yeah, that was the idea. The idea
Maybe
was to create the issues, and then he takes shares. But what he was asking is we create the issues. Yeah.
Oh. So Livia, does that make sense to you too? To sort of have somebody review to see what the gaps are in Gitbook to have those assigned to people?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, and who will be that reviewer? Is that Livia? You might be the best person to say where we need help in Gitbook, and then we can assign it to different people.
I think that was good question. Because the one I identified was that first page that Nate and Zaptimus are working on. So maybe if you guys would like help with that like intro section of like what is this Gitbook? What are principles 1 and 2? How are we working with them? And what are you gonna find here? And then I don't know if right now there would be much more to be done, but for sure things will always arise. So I don't know if now I can identify. Maybe someone else can look into it and see if there's something missing.
For example, what I was thinking is make an epic, and then let's say agreements. Okay, Septimus and Nate are working on that. Then, for example, on transparency, it's a blank space. Maybe you create the issue, and then you have the issue, and then maybe we can add other stuff. We were talking with Nate. I mean, yeah, maybe that's now not the time. But for example, adding the FAQ in there, or what documentation do we want to have in there? And yeah, it's it's a lot of job we can do, but yeah, of course we should discuss
Mhm.
it before adding the issues. But the idea of Marco was that having an epic and then all the issues, the small issues there.
I think it's great. I think it makes a lot of sense. I guess the question is, do we pull it into this sprint? And if we do, who wants to take it on? Who wants to champion it? We can leave it in the product backlog to pick up if we want to, or if we're committed to finishing it this sprint, then we need somebody to take ownership of it.
Yeah, you can give it to me too, because I'm not already there. I mean, give it to me to ping other people about it.
Should we just leave it? I mean, I'll assign it to you and we just leave it in the product backlog. And if it gets done this sprint, that's cool. That's a cherry on top. But if it doesn't, then we can bring it into a new sprint.
Okay.
Cool. All right, Juan Carlos, Gravity.
Yes. Well, I think that for this next sprint, we can write the thank you message for people participating in the type form. Marco told me how to do it, the last sprint planning, but I didn't do it in this sprint, so I am going to do it this next sprint. I think also that this sprint we can wrap up a little bit of the insights and of the request that Metagame did for mediation. I think that we will not provide a mediation session between the parts involved because there hasn't been a formal reach to for that. So we are only making an advisory process and for them to improve their code of conduct and to handle these kind of situations. And also, I think that I can work a little bit on the offboarding process for the working groups. I think that those are the importance. And also that I think that in this sprint, we finish the Graviton trainings. So it's going to be important also to talk a little bit about the parameters for the conflict management group. So it would be
Cool.
This.
Okay, I don't see an issue open for offboarding. Are we talking about offboarding of mediators or offboarding of students?
Working groups. Maybe if there was a contributor who was having something and they want to pass it over, to define how it's going to be the process of people that started assuming certain responsibilities and then wanted to migrate or to pass to other member. So how can we help that process?
Okay. Okay, it's not an issue. Do you want to make it an issue? Create an issue for that?
No,
Or
it
did I
is.
miss
It
it
is
is.
194.
All right.
$194.
194. Cool. Okay, excellent.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So one thing that I want us to look at is these repeating tasks. So everything that is repeating sprint, so these Hatcher outreach, I'll go through these in the Hatch out. Well, maybe I'll just go through them right now. So we have an epic for Hatcher Outreach. And in each of these, let's find it. There's a new issue for basically everyone who's currently doing outreach. So Jake, Livia, Griff, Eduardo, and myself. And in these is where we can track our own, the people that we're outreaching sprint to sprint. So they're all in the Hatch Outreach Working Group. They're all tagged repeating sprint, and they're all in the Hatcher Outreach Epic. And that way we can see who's working on which outreach sprint to sprint. There is also in the Hatch Outreach a link to the master document that we're using, not that one, for, oops, let me go back. For a list of all the people that we will be outreaching to. Just give me a moment, please. Let's see. So here in this list, and it's a little unorganized right now, but we will make it more organized soon. For now, I just want to show that we've taken a first pass at the next round of people to be outreached to. Excitingly, we have a very big list. So I would personally like to make Hatcher Outreach a priority for me this sprint. And hopefully more of us can too, or have the bandwidth to as well. And if we look at this list, here is the first round of the first people that we will outreach to. So there's 23 people in this list. And then there's another list with 10 more people. So we have at least 30 people that we can start pulling from immediately. This is just our sort of first round of who can outreach to people, not who can outreach to people, but who the first and second. We do outreach in teams. So we have one person who's leading and a second person who's like supporting and helping take notes and do those kinds of things. So if you want to go to that link to update yourself, then you can do that there. And all of these are repeating tasks. So I'm going to pull them all into the sprint. Actually, why don't we look at all the repeating tasks? So I think most of these we pull in. Okay.
And one thing that's worth mentioning is the Swiss membership DApp is out. And when you get a soft commit, if someone commits like, $1,000 or even less, make sure to tell them about the scholarship. Or you can tell everyone about the scholarships as well. The blog post isn't out yet, but there's a Google Doc. And I guess maybe is the script the best place? Is that what people are using right now? Or do we need to compile a better script for people that has like the resources? But anyway, people can become members now. So everyone, you can send, even though we haven't announced it yet, the Common Stack is just kind of waiting for the Common Simulator interest to die down. And next week we're going to make big blog posts about the Swiss membership app. And so you can share it with anyone. Live, it's ready. Yeah, Jake?
I would think, especially moving forward, if, working in twos, that incorporating the DApp into your actual onboarding conversation and you walk them through it. When we get to that point and we explain the Swiss membership, that we walk them through the DApp. So at that moment that they want a soft commit, once we hang up, they maybe just go do it. Or maybe some will actually do it right in front of us. So because getting them to be a part of that process is gigantic in actually being a hatcher. So I think we need to incorporate that in now that it's ready to go.
And just remember the soft commit is for the TEC and membership dues are different. So make sure to separate that out because it can be confusing. I wonder if some of the soft commits that we got, they thought they were talking about just sending money to Common Stack versus actually participating in the hatch.
And then just, again, the scholarship, that they're not really, that they can come right back to them. So if we just walk them through it and we make them just do it Like, boom, welcome to the club.
Yeah. And I can't tell you how cool the Swiss membership is. It's a 3 blockchain dApp that you become a legal member of a Swiss association. That's like a mic drop kind of shit, you know?
Okay, cool. While we're talking about Hatcher outreach, so let's continue that actually. So let me just do quickly by next sprint too. All right, so organize the recommended people contacts to reach out to. So this one is not assigned to anyone yet, and I will probably, I don't know how long Eduardo needs to take off, and I think I'll be covering for him during that time at least. So I will take this on for now, but essentially we've had people recommending people. You know, at the end of our Hatcher outreach, we say, are there any other token engineers or people that you think would make good Hatchers? We have this list, and Griff very kindly just dumped it into, it was just a dump in a Word document, and now it's a dump in an Excel spreadsheet, and we just have to go and, no, it's just, it was a dump, it was like a dump in one file, and now it's a dump in another file, and it just was gonna take some work to like, I don't know, an hour or 2 hours to make it so that we can contact these people. Some are just like, hey, that cool group on this Telegram channel. So it just needs to like have a little bit of love so we can go and see exactly all the people we want to reach out to. So I have to say, I don't know where we are with any of the proposals. And it's a little disconcerting. So I think this next sprint, we should really pay attention to proposals, I would say. And the Hatcher outreach. I think we're going to do we're very focused on onboarding Hatchers or reaching out to Hatchers. Oh, I thought there was, okay, bring new members into the Hatcher outreach team. So I thought that Craig and Juan Carlos, who are both here, which so it's great. I feel like I heard that the two of you might be interested in doing Hatcher outreach. Was that accurate?
Yes. Actually, today I was in a call with, and I like saw a little bit like the way he.
Juan Carlos, we lost you. Your audio. All right. And Craig, is that something that you're also interested in?
Hello, yes. I'm on mobile and driving, but yes,
Okay.
the answer is yes. So I'll follow up afterwards.
Awesome. So I'll just have a quick update. Okay. And okay, cool. And I will assign that to Eduardo and see if we can get to it this sprint. And then there's Jeff had an idea of having a follow-up message that we all share to Hatchers after we're done with the session. So a link of the FAQ, some next steps, the roadmap, some links, things that'll be useful for a Hatcher as sort of like closing. Like we have the session and then we drop, but some sort of like additional information they can refer to. So I think we can bring this into the sprint backlog as well. I'll assign it to Eduardo too, and maybe he can get to it. If not, I can try to help as well. And that's it for Hatcher outreach. Is there anyone else that was interested in doing Hatcher outreach that isn't already doing it? Okay, cool. We can also ask on the at the Hatch outreach calls. Okay, and then I think we just move all of these into the sprint backlog, and then I'm going to have a quick look. So the news blog, the recurring meme party, the demo speaker, videos, lab sessions, SoftGov, praise. We have a lot of repeating tasks. Dish IH tokens when we dish IH. These are every sprint, every week. Okay. Let's see if there's anything new. All right. All right. Publish the TLDR by Mitch. That's going to happen this sprint, right, Jake?
He's doing it right now.
Oh, well, it's going to happen pre-sprint. Awesome. Okay, and I think we're done. Let me just have a quick look at the repeating backlog, or if anyone knows of something that we might have missed. Oh, here, this one's important. So roles and permissions on Discord. This one was assigned to Juan Carlos, but Juan Carlos, oh, great, you already responded. Excellent. Oh, thanks for this. This is amazing. So this is going to be something, Livia, do you think you can this sprint, the roles for Discord?
Yes. Oh, this one we could assign softgov to the label.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's better. I feel like I use community when I'm not exactly sure where it fits in, but it touches people in our community. But this definitely is softgov. And just to have a quick review, I do believe we have our sprint. Awesome. So we have a sprint backlog of 65 issues. That looks really nice. And the last thing that we do is name our sprint. I have 2 suggestions, but I'm open to lots of suggestions. So does anybody passionately feel like they have a name for our sprint? Okay. 2 seconds. 2 more
Hatchers
seconds.
outreach.
Yes. Yes. I'm feeling really strong about Hatchers. So all in on Hatchers was one suggestion that I made, riffing a little bit on Hatcher outreach. And then the other one was trust the process, to sort of align with the idea of like, trust the process, trust Scrum, update your issues, close your issues, open new issues, move them along the pipelines. Trusting the process will have results that we're hoping for.
That sounds more like an order book.
Well, what about something? What did I say yesterday? We're a great team, but don't get complacent. How can we make that something? No complacency allowed. No complacency. I don't know.
With an emoji that has like a cross.
Yeah, something. You know. Happy birthday, Hatchers.
But what's the positive version of that instead of having a no?
Read my mind.
Nice.
Gotta
I've
put.
been yelled at. Hey, stop being complacent. Get to work.
You know, all us hippies like to speak in affirmations, not in negation. I like Hatcher outreach. Like it's hatching time.
Oh, it's hatching time.
Let's get the hatching. I mean, it's not hatching time though. That's the thing. So it's like, let's get the hatchers. I was telling Livia today, I feel like our community we're missing the token engineers. We need more token engineers. So let's get these hatchers in.
So Hatcher outreach, just like Hatcher outreach. Okay. Cool. Hey, everyone who's having a Friday night right now, you get your Friday night back. And hey, anyone who's having a Friday afternoon, Friday night. Actually, can we just take 2 minutes and close out? Just your thoughts and anything you want to say before the weekend. And I will start with Livia.
I want to wish everyone a very happy weekend and hope you all have fun and that we start the week energized. And for all of you weird guys that work on Sundays, that you enjoy your session and that we do move towards our goal of reaching those hatchers, the token engineers. And I pass to.
I don't know Sorry, Tim.
I was just gonna say, I didn't hear who you said you passed to. Sorry.
Oh, I passed to Juan.
Thanks, Livy. I was saying that my computer froze when I was talking, but I was saying that yes, I want to collaborate to onboard new hatchers, and that today I joined a call with Griff, and I learned like some guidelines to how to deal with that meeting, and that I have also planned a meeting to onboard my two brothers, and Mateo, with Livy on Monday. So yeah, it's amazing, and we want to like yes contribute to this, and if I want to help with my means. So if I have another ideas of other people that we can onboard, like I will like give them. And I am also very aligned to the idea of hatcher outreach, because I think that yes, we are getting into this moment, and it's very important to have like the support of all the community and all the people that we can on this. And I will pass to Jake.
Yeah, the weekend. I like working on the weekends because this isn't work at all. You know what? Why not? So it was 2009, and I was on Bronco 8, and it was 3:30 in the morning. And we were in Keene, North Dakota, which was about right the res. It was 40 below with a 30-mile-an-hour wind, and I was pulling back pipe. And all of a sudden, this thing falls out of the sky and hits me in the back of the head. And I was like, what was that? And I look down, and here's this freaking seagull. Okay, a seagull just fell out of the sky and hit me, and it's dead. And I'm like, what the hell? And then another one flies over and runs into the girt on the other side of the derrick. I'm like, what are these birds doing? And then another one, and then another one hits me in the head. The rig ended up covered in probably about 150 dead frozen seagulls because the sweat on their wings was freezing. And it was so cold where they were that the whole flock that was going through froze to death and fell out of the sky. That's how cold it was. And we were working. That's work. That's insane work. That's psycho work. This is fun. This is beautiful because we're not happy men when it's that cold and you're literally getting hit by dead frozen birds out of the sky. Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. And guess what? We cleaned the birds up, like literally just threw them off, and we kept working. It's not like we got to stop. We didn't get to stop. Birds are falling out of the sky, frozen, dead. We're going to keep working. You guys keep going. You suck. All right. With that, happy weekend. I'm going to pass back to Tam.
Oh man, how does anyone go after that? Okay, well, I'll take a moment and say I happen to agree with Jake. I also find this fun, so it's kind of like a pleasure to spend the weekend with a lot of you guys and gals. So, but I hope, like, I have so much enthusiasm for the sprint, and I have so much enthusiasm for reaching out to hatchers this sprint and getting a lot more hatchers soft committed and excited about our hatch. Yeah, and I hope everyone has a great weekend. And I will pass to Ivy.
Thanks, Sam. I'm actually heading to sleep now. So, but yeah, I am happy that I was able to listen to the first part of the sprint review, and yeah, I hope everybody has a happy weekend. And I don't know what else to say. My mind is, I think I can't think anymore now because it's really late. But yeah, so maybe maybe I can join again next time. And yeah, that's it. And thanks again for the welcome in the legal call.
Yeah, we had a welcome to the stewards party for Ivy. We hijacked the legal call. So I think there was more people on the legal call than there ever was in the entire history of the Legal Weekly. Cool. Do you want to pass to someone, Ivy?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna pass it to Nate before I and I'm gonna say good night to all of you.
Good night.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
Good night. Yeah. Just want to say I'm excited for the weekend, and it's a really awesome sprint getting the Hatcher outreach, getting people involved, new token engineers involved in the TEC, and just thank you all for helping me get my feet under me and hit my stride and keep working. So I will pass it to Santi.
Thank you, Nate. I just want to wish you all a great weekend, and I want to give a special thanks to Tam for doing this incredible work of organizing all these charts and all the issues from everyone, which is really amazing and helps really a lot to all of us to, you know, get an insight of what all the groups are progressing and everything here. So that's all for me. Back to you, Tam.
And I will pass to Juan Carlos.
I already went. So I will pass to Nate.
Who already went too.
Yeah, I'll take it. I haven't gone. So the, oh, sorry. I'm taking it. Basically, I just want to say, take your weekends. Don't listen to us workaholics. Listen, we have no life. You know, we're lame. We, you know, anything else better to do. So enjoy your life. Take the weekend. Don't feel bad. You know, just like enjoy it. Like other people need you too. Don't worry. It's okay. But I also want to say for Hatcher Outreach, remember we already have some big major token engineers. I make it sound like we don't have any. We have Simon De La Rouvier, we have Trent McConaughey from Ocean, who made the term token engineering. We have their full support. We have the Common Stack team. We have the Block Science team. They're both all in on this. We have a nice collection of token engineers. We just need to start like getting more. We need to get more people. Ben Schultz made a soft commit today. He's also a well-revered token engineer. Just keep collecting them like Pokemon cards. You know, it's like gotta catch them all. Other than that, thank you guys. Always good to organize together. Let's see. Who else needs to go? Well, Manu, you've been here the whole time.
Yeah, right. Hi, everyone. Yeah, well, thank you, Griff, but I'm not going to listen to you. I'm going to work on the weekend because I think work is love made visible. That's my favorite quote by Khalil Gibran. And I love what everyone's doing here, and I'm humbled to be a part of it. I have a lot of great ideas that I'm eager to get on the simulator and on Commons and on everything. And yeah, wish everyone love and a great weekend.
And Karma Tikatsit, welcome. We're just closing out and saying goodbye. Have a great weekend to everyone if you'd like to and contribute.
Hey, yeah, I just jumped in because I'm diving down your Discord and I want to get more involved. So I just sort of jumped in. I'm like coming from Giveth. My name's Lauren. I've met many of you before. But yeah, have a great weekend. Sorry I jumped in at the end of your call and with no context.
Yeah, keep doing that. That's why we have all of these channels that are open so that people can jump in and start picking up stuff. I think everyone has one
Groovy box.
Oh, yeah, if you remind me how to do that. I invite Groovy. I don't know how to do it, Jake. Can you do it?
No, I don't know how to do it. That's why I asked.
Okay, who knows how to invite the Groovy bot? Juan Carlos knows because he's teaching us. And then we'll just wave goodbye to each other as the music.
Okay. What song do you want?
Do you want to give us a quick tutorial on how to add a group?
Yeah, it's really easy. You just have to write dash play, but I don't know if the bot is here in this voice channel, or we have to go to the ones that are community hall or groups or cafe.
Yeah, I think you have to have a text channel for this voice channel.
We do. Do you want to just give it a try in the channel stewards?
Okay, I will. I will. Okay.
And if it doesn't work, we'll figure it out for next time.
No, it doesn't work in the stewards voice channel.
All right. All right. Well, have a great night, everyone. Have a great weekend. See you soon.
I will try to put it. I will try to put it